Okay, so I just received a text that could potentially be life-changing in a way. Hello everybody! It is an exciting day today. I just got the opportunity to paint a mural. This is the first mural that I've ever painted, so I'm a little nervous, but I think it's gonna be really exciting. So I will take you guys along this journey with me. I'm not sure if I can film in the place yet that I'm doing the mural, but we're gonna check with them and see if I can. But if not, of course, I will update you before and after. One thing that makes me so happy about painting this mural is the message behind it, because this is mainly a program for teens and like middle school students and high school students who suffer from like depression and anxiety. And they're putting a program together to help these students get through that during the school year. And when they graduate, they take a picture in front of the mural. There's like a lot of pressure, but at the same time, it's really beautiful, and I am so beyond honored to have this opportunity. It's amazing. Look at the kitties. Dance party morning.
It's like you've got your whole life ahead of you, baby.
My friend's car absolutely makes me so happy. Okay, so apparently I am getting the key today too. I'm so excited! Okay, let's go. Okay, so I just got done getting the measurements. I ended up forgetting my tape measure at home because I was nervous that I wasn't gonna bring it. So I took it out of my purse in hopes to remember it, and I didn't, so yay! We had to take a little U-turn back home and grab that before I came here, but it ended up working out fine. I just got all the measurements for it, so I think I have an idea of how big it's gonna be, and now I am starving. So I'm gonna go back home and get something to eat, and then we're gonna go to Gyrie's. Hi guys, it's Editing Felice here. I completely forgot to mention that Gyrie's was actually closed that whole weekend, so I wasn't able to go in and get the supplies that I needed that day, but obviously it ended up working out anyways. I just wanted to give you guys that brief PSA. Also, now that we have a design, I figured I would show you guys, just so you guys kind of have an idea of what we're working with here. So here is what it's kind of looking like. It may be a little different looking when we finally put it on the wall, but it's gonna be kind of that idea. Hello everyone, good morning. My LED lights are falling down. Nice. But anyways, today we're gonna be drawing out my mural on a giant piece of paper and then cutting out certain parts of it to kind of create a little stencil. I know a lot of other muralists use a few different ways to put their mural up on the wall and kind of start the drawing process, but this is the easiest, most cost-effective way I could think of. I think it's gonna be exciting. It'll be pretty therapeutic, at least. I am going to make some breakfast, and then I'm heading down to my parents' house to draw everything out. So I don't really know what to have for breakfast because we don't have a whole lot of like grab and go food. Most of it is very like, you gotta make it. I'm not sure, but we have chocolate covered strawberries from last night. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I honestly just got some Ritz crackers for breakfast, but I think I'm just gonna make something when I get over to my parents'. I did have my leftover Starbucks from last night, so that always comes in handy. Also, if you guys are wondering what new drinks you want from Starbucks or what drinks are good, I recommend the seasonal moon drink. I have not tried the regular moon drink, but this is a iced chai with oat milk and pumpkin spice cold foam. So it is very good. I strongly recommend. Hello, we made it. I am currently in my dad's photography studio right now. I did make a breakfast. I just have some oatmeal, so I've been eating that. This is kind of what we're gonna be working with. It's kind of just a white backdrop paper, I guess. So we're gonna go ahead and start that and see where I get with it. Let's do this. Okay, so I just finished putting all the measurements on the paper and just did a little rough outline sketch of the butterfly. We're finally getting somewhere. I can show you guys what it looks like so far, if you guys can see it. This is what it looks like so far, if you guys can see those lines. It's very rough, but I just wanted to kind of get the measurements on the paper, and then we'll start working on the details, slowly coming together. Okay guys, this is what I have so far. Hopefully you guys can see that well enough. But I pretty much finished my outline for the butterfly wing. So now all I have to do is cut out the outline that I created that I will be filling out in black with an X-Acto knife to create my stencil. And then once I do that, I think we're pretty much good. What I'm essentially gonna be doing is taking this wing and the stencil that I create, and once I cut it out and draw it on the wall, I'll flip it over so that I can use the same stencil and keep the wings pretty symmetrical. I'm really hoping this works out how I think it will, and I will update you guys when I'm done. Alrighty guys, I finished cutting out the outside outline of the butterfly wing. I didn't cut it all the way just because I didn't want to cut the butterfly out necessarily, but I did make some outlines and kept some parts kind of closed off. I think I'm gonna call it a night for now, and I'll come back tomorrow and hopefully finish the rest. I will update you guys again tomorrow. Hello everyone, it is now the next day. So today what I pretty much need to do is go to Gyrie's and assess the supplies that I need and figure out their prices so that I can send out an official invoice. And then once I'm done with that, I am gonna go and finish my stencil. Later, I'm going to send out an invoice, an official invoice, so that we can kind of get things moving and then I can finally get started. Well, I'm excited. I figured I'd do my makeup today just because it felt like that kind of day, even though it's pretty chill and there's nothing really too special going on. But in light of fall and Halloween, I was like, feels like that day. Okay guys, so we just finished getting all the prices and I got my paint supply samples, so I know what colors I want to use now, and got all the prices, so we're all good in that arena. And then I'm gonna come back later once I send the invoice to actually get the supplies. Now we are heading home, and then I'm gonna head back to my parents to finish the stencil. So yeah. Hello, we made it. We are back at the studio now. I am just gonna go ahead and finish cutting out my stencil. I made it all around the border of the stencil yesterday, so now I just have to finish cutting out the inside, which may take a little longer because it is a little more detail, but hopefully we'll be able to get that done by the end of today. Okay, so I kind of messed up a little bit. It's not that bad at all, but I can show you what happened and what I was meaning to do. I have been cutting these little slits out in the paper, but not cutting them all the way through so that I don't have any flappy sections, because I want to keep all of this intact in the paper and just use these slits to stick a pencil in and just trace around. But I had originally wanted to cut these sections all the way out. The only problem with that is since I cut these slits in the sections that I'm going to be doing with color, if I were to cut these out, then these sections would be droopy or just cut out altogether. So I think what I'm going to do is cut out outlines in those as well. Alrighty guys, it's finished. I'm really actually very happy about it. This is what it's looking like. You can kind of see all the cutouts, and I think I managed to make the inside of it that I had originally messed up on work. I pretty much just cut out these little parts. Now all that I have left is to write out an invoice based on the price of supplies that I found today and based on the price of the mural. And then honestly just getting the supplies, and then I get to start and paint. This may have to happen over the course of the week, so I will update you next time that happens. The check has been acquired. So now it is time to head to Gyrie's and get the supplies. Okay guys, we're here. I am gonna get started on the drawing process and then get to painting. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it today or if I'm gonna have to start another day. I might honestly just draw it on the wall first today, at least, so that I don't have to use the stencil anymore, and then get to painting this week. Hello, it is another day. I think I am going to start getting some of the color done, and then once I get some of the color done, well, once I finish the color, I'm not sure if I'll finish it all today, but I'm gonna try to get as much done as I can. But once I finish the color all together, I'll go in and fill in the parts that I need to do with black, because it's a lot easier to cover color with black than cover black with color. I'm gonna try to go lighter to darker. I want to keep those lines nice and crisp and clean as much as possible. I'm gonna get started on the color and we'll see how this goes. Hello. I'm refilming this part just because I feel like I didn't really explain everything as well in the parts that I did film. Once I finished the first coat, I went in a different day and I started the second coat. I can show you kind of an overview of what the first coat looked like. I took a little video of it up close as well, so you guys could kind of see the blotchiness and the streakiness. But then once I put the second coat on, it honestly pulled it all together really well. There was still a couple areas that I did think needed a third coat. I'm going to try to go in either today or another time this week to get another layer of color on those colors to get everything pulled together and make sure that there's no streakiness or blotchy parts. And then once I finish with that, I am going to do the black outline. I noticed that I went over the little outlines that I drew for the black outlines. I can't really see them, so I either have to get the little shape things that I cut out to place there so that I know where I need to put the black, or just take some extra time to really be precise. One thing I've also learned within this process is to get a mask. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know that anyways, but paint fumes are no joke, so invest in one of those as well. Anyways, just a little update. I finished the second coat last night, so it should be all dry and ready to go. About finished. I did do the outlines of the black. I started filling out the inside. I didn't really get to this part just because I ran out of paint in my paint marker. I have to go get another paint marker in order to finish that. Alrighty guys, we got it. We've acquired it. It's here. I also got some dust masks. Well, now that I've got the lovely handy dandy paint marker, we're gonna head there again and hopefully get it finished. If not all the way finished, at least get the black done on the main big part of the butterfly. Guys, look at this view. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god, you guys. Look at it. Ah! I am so happy with how it's coming along. I actually ended up doing both coats of the black today. I'm kind of both happy and sad at the same time. This has been such a fun project and I kind of don't want it to end, but I am glad with how it's coming along and I'm glad it's finally making some good progress. All I really have left to do is getting some of the detail work done, making sure all the colors look nice and even, and making sure the shapes look good and that everything looks pretty symmetrical. And then just kind of putting on the top coat and putting Instagram handles and hashtags on there. I'm almost done. So with that being said, I will update you guys when I put on those finishing touches. If you guys want to know the reality of the situation, it is now 12:15 a.m. and I just got finished. Which may sound kind of bad, but if you think about it, working in an office space like that, it's just a lot easier to go in at night. There's a lot less people. It's a lot more quiet, a lot more easy. It's a lot easier to focus. I don't know, but I will admit I am pretty tired, so I'm looking forward to going home and going to sleep. Guys, I cannot stop looking at it. I am so happy with how it's turning out, and I can't wait to see the final look and the final reveal. I think it's gonna be amazing. Alrighty guys, today's the day, the final day. I can't believe it's happening already. it's done. This is the final look. I finally got my little Instagram handle in that corner down there too. After so much hard work and so much fun, we're finally done. I think it looks absolutely beautiful though. After the finishing touches and everything, looks really solid and put together. Alrighty guys, well, I think that concludes this video. Thanks for coming along on this journey with me to painting this mural. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!